Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. John Kelly, Profiler here, and welcome. Welcome to our continuing series on the Golden State Killer, the beginning of the end series. And as always, I must say that everybody's innocent, proven guilty in a court of law. Today we're looking at the 5th, 6th, and 7th stanzas of the Golden State Killer's poem, Excitment's Crave. Not craving excitement. Excitment's crave. So with that being said, let me get into it and see if we can break this down. Let's try and break this down, and I'll give you my 2 cents and see what you think. In the 5th stanza, in Excitment's Crave, the Golden State Killer is saying, Jesse James has been seen by all, and Son of Sam has an author. Well, I think it's funny when he talks about Jesse James being seen by all. I mean, you got to understand the pathological narcissism that these people have. So he's got to be a big fan of Jesse James. And I expect more to be revealed on that after we see the contents of some people of interest house. When we see the contents of person of interest, D'Angelo's house. I want to see what's in there on Jesse James and Outlaws of the Old West. I mean, think about this for a second. Jesse James was an outlaw, he was a plunderer, he robbed, he stole, he killed. I don't know of him raping, but we do know the Golden State Killer robbed, stole, killed, along with raping, okay? So maybe he's considering himself an outlaw. We'll see what your thoughts are, because he's alluding to Jesse James. And again, this poem's all about him. That's the way pathological narcissism works. It's all about them. Then he goes on to say, and Son of Sam has an author. Now, all of a sudden, he's into Son of Sam. Now, that's going back to the day when Son of Sam was notorious. If you remember, there was even a movie done on the Summer of Sam. Terrified the whole city of New York. But let's ask ourselves, what does Son of Sam have in common with the Golden State Killer? I think you'll find it interesting if you don't know already. Son of Sam killed couples. He killed couples that were parked in lovers' lanes, in metro areas, pretty much on the sides of the street, pretty much in secluded parking areas, but they were couples. Son of Sam killed couples. What did Golden State work himself up to? And I'm sure this was part of his fantasy. Having power and control and dominance and killing couples after he had his way with them and had the kind of control and dominance he wanted. So you can see where he can actually see himself or see himself fantasizing about what his ultimate goal is in Son of Sam. Both of them murdered couples in the end. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Now, others now feel temptation's call. Sacramento should make me an offer. That's not hard to figure that out. Others now feel temptation's call. Sacramento should make me an offer. What others feel temptation's call? Again, this is that pathological narcissism. He's looking at himself. Everything's about him. There's no others that he's writing about that feels temptation's call. It's about him feeling temptation's call. And Sacramento should make him an offer. Oh, let us pay you for not going out and raping and killing people. I mean, yeah, sure. You know, we'll pay up for that. That's what he's thinking about himself, okay? I mean, that's the height. That's the highest point of narcissism, and that's where he's at. And here we go with the 6th stanza. To make a movie of my life that will pay for my planned exile. Come on, Sacramento, pay up. Pay to have a movie made about me, movie made of my life. I need the money for my planned exile, which I definitely believe he did have a real planned exile because the heat was getting too much and I believe he was heading down south. You know, these guys don't want to get caught either, so he got too much for him. But he wants Sacramento to pay for a movie of his life. He thinks he's that famous. This is the height of narcissism, pathological narcissism. I mean, pay for a movie of my life. You know, I want to be famous. I am famous. I deserve fame. For everything I've done, Sacramento, pay me for robbing, raping, killing, destroying your citizens. I should be paid for it. Just now, I'd like to add the wife of a mafia lord to my file. Yeah, I mean, this guy knows no bounds. This is back in the day, and he's going after a mafia lord's wife, or what I would call a mafia don's wife. Yeah, he wants to rape her and kill her. Maybe kill the mafia lord as well and add them to his file. He at least wants to add the don's wife to his file, or lord as he calls him. Well, what we know is, you know, what we've learned in the last couple weeks, you know, be very careful. If you're a Whitey Bulger kind of guy, 89 years old, you're not too old to get murdered by the Italian mafia. Not too old at all. So, you know, I hope he's thinking about that. I hope he's thinking about Excitment's Crave, because I really believe he's going to be getting as much excitement as he can ever crave. Probably more excitement than he could ever crave where he's going. Then he winds it up with, "You're East Area rapist and deserving pest. You're East Area rapist and deserving pest." Now here's that antisocial personality disorder. We see that kicking in perfectly. You're a deserving pest. Society, I am your deserving pest. I am what you deserve. You deserve me. You deserve my rape, my plundering, my murders. You deserve me for what you've done to me, society. And then in the end, see you in the press or on TV. So he leads you to believe he's going to continue to have open communication with the press or TV, because he's all about himself and he's all about fame. And that's what this is all about, Excitment's Crave, him focusing on the fame that he feels he truly deserves and his hatred for society. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. We can't thank you enough for all your subscriptions, for all your views. We love your comments. Please keep them coming. Have a great day and make it a great weekend, and stay safe out there. Thank you.